down here. Well, what do you think of this arrangement here?
Well, we're having quite a crowd, aren't we?
Well, there's a lot of people involved. Is Henry up yet?
Yes, and he's getting dressed.
You know, people should start arriving by now, and Tony should have been here by now. I think I'm going to go call him and see where he is. Oh, did you reach Tony?
No, I called Ross's office, and the secretary doesn't know where either one of them is.
Listen, I have an idea of where he might be, except I have the number in the study. I'm going to go call him.
Nola, you think he's all right?
Oh, I'm sure of it. I don't think there's anything wrong.
Annabelle, I owe you an apology.
Why?
Well, I didn't exactly welcome you into my home.
Well, Quentin, I understand. I mean, I caused your father to have a heart attack.
Just because you look like some woman that he knew 20 years ago.
You know what? I can't believe it. I'm going to find out about her.
Oh, Annabelle, thank goodness you're still here.
Father.
Oh, I wouldn't have missed this for anything.
Hello.
Come, let's sit down.
Looks like we're the first ones here.
Yes, except for this young lady.
Do you three know Annabelle?
I think that we probably met at the wedding reception, Quint.
Oh, I just wish we were meeting again for that happy an occasion.
Now, darling, are you sure that you're up to this meeting?
I've got to be. It is long overdue.
All right. Well, I guess that any secret you might have couldn't be all that bad.
Darling, you will find out when everyone gets here. Billy, where's HB? Didn't he come with you?
No, sir, he didn't, but I wouldn't worry about it. He'll show up 15 minutes late. It's an old custom.
Well, I just hope nothing's happened to him.
Oh, I think it'll take more than one lunatic to get that old codger.
Well, the Bowers and Spauldings ought to be here any... It's almost time, Father.
Yes. It is.
Nola, did you get a hold of Tony?
No, there's no answer at the boarding house.
Well, where is he, do you think?
Well, he should be on his way right now.
Wish Mom would show up.
Well, she's coming with the commander, isn't she?
Well, that's what she said.
Well, not to worry. Those military men, as a rule, are very punctual.
Do you know I should have called my dad and told him I was back in town? I didn't even think of
Well,
it.
you can surprise him when he gets here. Oh, there's Bowers here.
Oh.
Hello. Hi.
Mike.
Oh, Maureen, I'm so glad you came.
Yeah, well, Ed wanted me to.
I think it's a good idea that we're all here.
Yes, and I talked to Alan this morning, and he said he was going to try to catch the shuttle up from Washington, but he was afraid he might be a little late.
That's all right, as long as he can make it.
Oh, I wish HB would get here.
He's probably going to show up any minute.
Well, I don't see how I can go through this without him.
Oh, hi, Mom. Hi, good to see you.
Pretty?
Thanks a lot. What's the matter, Sims?
Oh, he just dropped me off, honey. He didn't want to come in.
Well, that's funny. I thought he'd want to be here with Annabelle involved in everything. Hi, Mom. Glad you could make it.
Yeah, me too. You know, at first I really didn't want to come, honey, but Eli convinced me how important it was to hear the whole mystery behind that picture.
But why did you bring Dad's camera?
Eli thought it might help Henry remember what happened on that fishing trip.
I wish Tony never found that thing in the first place. It's caused nothing but trouble.
Well, Father, it's nearly time. When Tony and HB arrive, we can begin. Father, did you hear me?
That camera.
What?
That camera that Bee's holding. I think that was Tom Ravens, the one he used to take the picture with on the fishing trip. Which is the reason we all have to be here tonight.
We'll just head out over here.
Didn't you know?
Bee, do you know where Tony is?
Annabelle, I didn't even know you two were back.
Yeah, we got back this afternoon, but he went over to Ross's office, and I haven't seen him since.
Well, did you try calling Ross's office?
Yeah, and neither of them has been there for hours.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't go running off and disappearing. I can't take it much longer, Annabelle.
Oh, I wish HB would get here.
Come in. I'm so glad you could make it.
Thank
Just
you.
about getting ready to get started.
Can you tell me what this is all about? Hope wasn't very specific on the phone.
Alan, hello. I'm glad you could make it.
Hello, Hope. I have to check on a few things. Hope you will fill Alan in for me, won't you? Thank you.
With HB.
All right, good. Well, almost everyone is here.
Yeah, but what about Tony and HB, Lewis?
Have you gotten in touch with Ross? Yeah, he wasn't in the office. I left word for him to call here if he comes in.
Did you have any luck getting hold of HB?
No? I don't know where the hell he is.
What are we going to do?
Well, it looks like we're just going to have to sit tight and wait.
Yeah, but we have to get started soon. We can't wait.
No, we can't. You're right, Nola. The story has to be told now.
Oh, wait. What about HB, though? He might be in danger.
He is in danger, Josh. We all are. The longer we wait, the greater the danger becomes. Thanks, fellows. I want to start by thanking all of you for coming here tonight. H.B. Lewis was supposed to be here. I cannot think what has happened to him.
Well, I'm sure he'll show up any minute, Henry.
Well, I certainly hope so, Billy, but I've got to start telling the story before something else happens to prevent it. By now, you probably all know what the story is about. It's about the last fishing trip that H.B. and Bill Bauer and Brandon Spaulding and Tom Reardon and I went on. Something happened on that trip which all five of us took a vow that we would never disclose to a single soul. But in view of everything that's happened, because it is too dangerous for all of us, I've got to tell you, and hope that this may ease some of the terror that we're all feeling at this point.
Terror? What are you talking about? What things happened?
Well, Daddy's heart attack, for one. Alan, Billy's car was blown up.
He killed my secretary.
And Annabelle's psychiatrist was murdered.
Maybe even Tom's disappearance.
My father's alleged suicide.
But what does all of this have to do with the fishing trip?
Alan, if you will notice, with one exception, everybody mentioned is either connected with someone in that fishing trip or was on that fishing trip. Well, it all started in the 50s, when Bill Bauer began organizing an annual fishing trip for what he called his top echelon business connections. We were all to Lake Elizabeth. It was a peaceful spot and quiet.
Father? Father, are you all right?
Daddy, are you sure that you can go on?
Yes, darling, yes. I have to.
Henry, what was the girl's name? The girl that came from the lake?
Annie?
He might be going after he dropped you off.
No, he just said he had some errands to do, but I know he was planning to go back to the boarding house because he said he'd wait there till I called him to pick me up.
All right. Well, maybe he's back there by now.
Ross, is my father in some kind of danger?
Annie swam and dove, and every time she surfaced, she was further away from us, waving, laughing. Finally, H.B. got mad, thank you. She wouldn't.
Why didn't he tell me? He didn't have to go.
I know, Ma.
He loved you, Ma. Why didn't he tell me?
I believe H. She's sitting there, maybe.
Well, where is Annabelle, anyway?
But she was over there a minute ago.
Oh, Ma.
You know, Tony had found his camera.
Come on, then. Why did you do? Get him out of the house. Get everybody out of the house. There's a bomb in there.